Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cathy of Cathy's Cash and Coin. I'm a single mom with 3 daughters, although my oldest is grown and out of the house. I'm here today with Ari to finish up our Q&A. This is part 2. I will link part 1 above, and we are getting the coins together to turn them in for cash. Khadija from Charmed Kitten _budgets gave me a suggestion to post the questions on the video, so that's what we did for part 2. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.
On the Books Budgeter asks, what goals do you have short term, long term? How has being a single mom shaped your budget or way of living?
All right, so short term right now is Harry Potter World. Long term is definitely house. And let's see, how has being a single mom shaped my budget or way of living? You know what? I don't know any other way, honestly. Even though me and my ex, we have 3 kids, 8 years apart, we were so on and off for pretty much that whole time from age 15 all the way till we finally separated for good. Probably I was age 33 by then. But he was all I knew for so long that I pretty much did it on my own anyway. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so I don't really know any other way. I just do it. And as far as budgeting, you know, obviously my kids come first. I really try and make sure that they're taken care of. I'll go without in order to give them what they need. But I think that's what any mom does, whether you're single or not. So
Any good mom?
yeah. I don't think there's any bad moms on here watching.
You're not the budgeters.
No, everybody's all about their
ahead.
family. Yeah, the ones that are moms, yes. There's a lot of young people that watch my channel too that are like just a little bit older than you that will be moms one day.
Bummer.
All right. Bummer for being a mom?
Yeah, I don't want to do that, man.
You don't want to be a mom?
No.
I hope you changed your mind.
Look, Lex got your back.
That's my oldest daughter is Lex.
She goes by.
Okay, so I have 3 daughters. Alexis is my oldest. Then I have Ari, and then my youngest is Autumn, as you guys have met. So I have 3 girls, and I named them all starting with A. Yes, I did.
Some sort of sick alliteration. What? You're messing up my rows. Oh my Look at this. This is not lined up. Like, where are we at right now?
Oh
Get out of here. Do your nickels.
There's nothing left but pennies.
I don't buy it. Look at, what is that?
Oh.
What is this?
Well, I didn't want to make all that noise with
Get out of here. No, you're ruining my rows. Hold on. What goals do I have short term? Well, graduating high school. I don't know. That's kind of long term. I don't have any short term goals right now other than relax and have a fun time. But that's really hard to do because I'm a very stressing person.
Stressful, yes.
Yeah, yes. But I also stress other people out with my stress.
Yes.
Like you just told me.
Yes.
She says, calm down, but how can you do that when you live in a constant state of stress? It just doesn't work. So, yes. A little rest and relaxation. That's what I did this weekend. So that's a short-term goal. Just relax. Long-term, graduating high school and figuring out what I want to do with the rest of my life. That's kind of rough, you know, especially when you're 16, but you do what you can. And seeing as I'm not a single mom with a strict budget, I can't answer that last one. So thank you for that little question trio there on the Books Budgeter.
That's Stephanie. Thanks, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie. Then Cree's Budget Journey asks, what's on your itinerary for the Ireland trip?
Well, like I said already, our plan was to go there for Ari to become a student there. So plans are changing a bit. Maybe it will just be a fun vacation instead of a school trip now. But that's okay. Oops. So yeah, that's probably going to be put on the back burner for a while till now we got to do the whole college here in the U.S. fun thing.
Nasty. And you know what? Maybe while we're there, we visit some family, like my favorite Irish cousin, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him real quick.
Like he's watching. No. We don't have it. Like I said, the family that watches is my daughters and my one sister and maybe my mom now. Hi, Mama.
Hi, Grandma. Other than that, I don't want to do strictly... Did I put this row here or is that you?
That was me.
Look at Jen with these rows. I don't want to do strictly tourism stuff. I want to go to... There's this bookstore chain, kind of like a Barnes & Noble like we have here in the U.S., if you are familiar with it. Or like Borders or something like that. They have like their own. I believe it's called Eason's, and I would very much like to go there because there's some Irish booktubers that I would watch. And they go there, and it looks lovely. So I just want to go, and then also just like the nature aspect of it. That's one of the very few nature-esque places I'd really like to go see because I like gloomy weather. It's my favorite, and wearing sweaters is my favorite. So just being out and about, frolicking in an Irish field would be nice. Yeah.
Frolicking. She's going to be frolicking.
And maybe we'll see some like sheep or something. That'd be really nice. I might even go on like a sailboat while we're there and just hang out with some Irish sailors. Sing some sea shanties.
Oh my gosh, you make it sound like what they see in the movies.
That's it's giving us a headache. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's what I'd like to do over there. Woo. Okay, and then Kelly Trailer asks, hold on, I'm just going to read it because I don't know if this is a question. I noticed you don't have a budgeted or unexpected or miscellaneous fund, so you won't have to draw from any other envelope. How do you handle those weekly expenses that absorbs those expenses?
So I actually do have a miscellaneous, it's only $10 a paycheck I put in there, but I usually don't zero-base budget. I leave $30 to $40 as my buffer. If you watch the Happy Mail, that was spent money from my buffer mostly. Or if I win giveaways, I use that. I definitely don't zero-base budget because I don't want to have to dip into envelopes for things. I don't even like... Do you guys like taking out of your envelopes, even on what they're supposed to be for? I feel like as soon as I get money in there, I just want it to stay in there, even though that's what it's there for. Anyways,
that's how I am.
So it's hard to spend that money because it takes so long to build up. Like, I get it. I think other channels have talked about this recently. It is hard to spend it because you work so hard to build it up, but that's the whole point of it. It's being spent on what it's for. So anyways.
All right. And the student budget asks, what's your future financial goal or goals 2 years from now? Where do you hope to be financially?
Okay. Financially, for sure, in my home. I won't say it's going to be my dream home, but it's going to be my first home. And hopefully that is my only debt. I do plan within the next year to 2 years to have a newer car. I will not get a car payment again. That's just not going to happen. At least that's my goal. I do want to pay cash for a car. I will never probably get a brand new car again. I did that with my first car, and that was stupid because the minute you drive it off the lot, it loses value. So that is not my plan. And yeah, so that's where I am. What about you, Ari? This is student budget. This one is probably one of the ones closest in age to you. More closer in age to you than me.
Future financial goals 2 years from now. Well, in theory, I'd probably be a college student, so I hope not to take up that stereotype of broke, very broke college student. That wouldn't be so great. But sometimes that's just the way that things go. So if that is the case, I do hope to still have some sort of budget or some sort of idea of how to manage my money. That would be nice. The student budget also asks a non-budgeting question. What's a personal goal you have for yourself as we approach the new year?
To get back on keto, for sure. To get back on it and really stick to it. I did it for about 2 years. Lost over 50 pounds, kept it off for 2 years. I lost that weight pretty quick, yes. But as long as I stick to low carb or keto, I can maintain. And for whatever reason this year, I just have fallen off since the spring, just really fallen off and put the weight back on, plus some. So that is definitely my non-budgeting goal for myself for the new year.
This one from 1967 is really shiny.
Well, yeah, that's very clean for being that old.
I'll compare it to this other one here, also from 1967. Anyway, a personal goal that I have for myself as we approach the new year is just figuring out, again, what I want to do with my life, which is, like I said, a big task for someone who's only 16. Alas, here we are. Okay. Budget by the Bag asks, how has your budgeting channel helped your daughters? Or what would you like them to get out of it?
Well, I think with Ari, obviously it has helped her, I guess, to allocate her money. Now that we do the binder for her, I still have to help her with the budget. Like she said, she gets very stressed when she has to try and figure out where the money is going.
Or when I have to do anything.
Anything with math, especially with math. With Audie, teaching her to save her money has been almost impossible. She spends and spends and spends. So if you guys saw what was in her binder now, like she had that money saved for a camera, she just keeps spending from it. She'll go to the store next door or wherever and just want to spend, or want to buy an app or this. So I'm still working on Audie. And then my oldest daughter, if you guys see the banner on my page, on my channel, and at the end screen, the graphic, that is from my oldest daughter. She has helped with that, and she's a graphic designer. So that is awesome to get her to be doing something that she wants to do, that she likes to do, and to have that help from her is pretty fun.
Budget Cutie asks, after going to Harry Potter World, what is the next vacation destination you would like to save for, not including Ireland?
Ooh. You know what is really disappointing?
Oh boy. What are you laughing about? It's disappointing, but you're laughing about it.
Okay, wait. So in 2020,
yeah.
Every other year we have a convention for the union, letter carrier union, and it travels around the country. For instance, in 2018, it was in Detroit. 2016, where was it in 2016? I can't remember. But it goes somewhere different all the time. Well, in 2020, it was supposed to be in Hawaii. So I had planned to go to Hawaii, and I had a cruise booked the week before to go to the different islands, and then 2020 happened. So everybody knows what happened in 2020. So I'm thinking I might want to save up to go to Hawaii, just because I missed that trip. Guess where the convention is next year in 2022? It's in Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Woo!
Our favorite.
Yay.
We live here.
Yeah. So, very disappointing. I know everybody missed a lot of stuff in 2020. I don't want to obviously sound like I'm the only one, but I would love to go to Hawaii, and I know there's some Hawaiians that are watching. Hey, ladies. So, yeah, I think that would be it for sure. What about you?
As for me,
well,
mine would be France.
France trip.
Because I'm going to France. So
France trip, yeah.
In June of 2022.
She is definitely going. I did have someone comment to say, that Ari should make a GoFundMe or the buy me a coffee thing. I don't know if that's something you guys would. I don't know. I just feel weird asking for money on here. It's so not my thing. But let me know what you guys think about that idea to help Ari get to France.
France.
Oui.
Oui. Budget Cutie also asked if your income would double, but you had to put half of it in only one envelope. Which one would you pick?
Oh. Right now, it would definitely be the wedding envelope. Right now. I think if you asked me in a year after that one's funded, well, it would be between wedding and house right now, I think. Yeah. Yeah, because I think because Ari's not working, I'm going to be able to catch up on her car fund.
Whatever.
No problem.
Whatever. Also, like when I was only working like 1 day a week, you still were able to just catch up easily. I didn't have that much more to put
not
in
much
there.
income, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's what I would. What about you?
I can't remember what envelopes I have unless I'm actually looking at them. But mine would probably go to France. But also, if you double zero, you still have zero. So,
what?
If yours doubled, if your income would double.
Oh,
I don't have an income
gotcha.
anymore. But hypothetically, let's pretend I did have an income. I don't know. I forgot what I have in there. Probably gifts because Christmas is coming up and it's just fun. I usually just like make gifts for family because that's just like our familial tradition. But it's fun to get stuff for my friends and spoil them because that's what I like to do. And that's usually where all my money goes anyway. So. Okay.
Oh, well, we still got more.
Yeah, we have. We've been dragging.
Yeah.
Raised Budget asks, where do you look to be financially in the next 5 and 10 years? Ooh. And if you could tell your younger self about personal finances, what would it be?
Okay. Next 5 and 10 years. So 5 years is definitely owning a home. Ari would be out of college in 5 years. Wow,
maybe.
That's wild. And then in 5 years, we're talking about college for Audie. So I definitely hope to... Oh yeah, in 10 years for Audie.
Did you say 5?
I did say 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So 10, and so I definitely hope in 5 years that I'm still on a debt-free path or already debt-free in 5 years. And in 10 years, hopefully working on my mortgage, knocking that down, and then getting Audie off to college. And if I could tell my younger self about what would it be? You know what's really sad is that my mom has always been an amazing budgeter. And I just never listened. I mean... I had a baby at 16, so obviously I don't listen to my parents. But my mom has always done the cash envelopes. Like ever since I can remember, there was 6 of us growing up. My mom was a waitress. I remember her coming home, counting her change, counting her tips, and her putting it in the different envelopes. Each of us had our own envelope. So I would say just budget. Actually sit down and budget. That's what I would tell my younger self.
In the next 5 to 10 years, I would hope to have like a real job, maybe not like a career job right out of college. If I do graduate in like 5, because I don't know what I'm planning on doing, you guys. I've said this before. I do not know, but it would be cool to have like a job, like a real job that kind of pertains to whatever career I am looking towards. And, I think I am my younger self right now, so we can come back to that one in a couple of years. Linda White asks, who inspired you to start budgeting? Is this cash stuffing system something you would want to do forever?
Ooh, who inspired me to start budgeting? Well, I really was following Dave Ramsey a lot, and I did. And my sister and her husband actually gave me the book years ago. So this is definitely something I will continue and probably have to do forever because it's what works for me.
Okay. Latina Budgets asks, how do you do it? Work has me exhausted and I cannot imagine how life will change with kids in the picture. Tell us your secret superwoman/mom.
Oh, geez. I'm watching them first thing in the morning and I'm watching them when I go to bed. I know there's actually a video tonight I'm going to put on right before I go to bed because it was Ari Budgets posted an ASMR one today. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to watch this right now. I'm going to put it on before bed. So, yeah, I don't know. I just go and do it. And that's just always been the way I have been, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Dino Budgets.
Dino?
Dino?
Yeah, she likes dinosaurs.
Oh, I was assuming that, but I was like, oh, maybe most people don't. I don't know. I like dinosaurs, though. Where is the question? Okay. Since you currently have a lot of pets, have you always been a pet person or multiple pets at a time person? Yeah, that's a funny one. That's funny.
That's funny because I'm so not a pet person. That's why Ari's laughing. I am not a pet person at all, especially furry pets. which is really weird, right? I would prefer to have the turtles and the fish. Something to look at, but you don't have to touch. Our dog, I love him, but
he's so gross.
He's so old and stinky, and my oldest daughter takes care of him, and I'll help financially with him, and I always have. I'll pay for the vet. I'll buy his food. I'll walk him, but I'm not a dog person. Nope. And I'm not a cat person. Nope.
What if it was like a cute, what if it was like a golden retriever? Like, imagine
maybe one day when I'm living alone and my kids are all out of the house and I'll need a dog to keep me company. Are you sure
you don't want a golden retriever in our new home to welcome us every day?
Nope.
Whatever. And then there's a question for me here. Ooh. What kind of car do you want to buy? Now, you guys, best case scenario. What is so funny? Best case scenario, I like old cars. Those are my favorites visually. I don't know much about car maintenance and stuff, which used to be one of my career interests, like being a mechanic of sorts. But I'm not interested in that anymore. Anyway, 1967 Chevrolet Impala, very famous because of the show Supernatural. That would be lovely to have. Or a 57 Chevy Bel Air, because like the little fins. That's also my grandpa's favorite car. But one of my top favorites is a 58 Buick LeSabre, because those are gorgeous. So.
Okay. How about realistically?
Realistically, I don't care. I just want it to be like an old lady car. Like, just like one of those like old like boats, like 80s, 90s. That'd be great.
Okay.
So,
well, there you have it.
Yeah. Okay, and then our final question. I can't believe we actually got here. A question for you. Oh, this is from Joanna, and IG at jojos.dfjourney.
Debt-free journey, probably. Yeah, that's what it stands for. I mean, it's not. Okay, go ahead.
For you, it is, what is your next goal after becoming debt-free?
Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine being debt-free. Isn't that crazy?
You should invest
more.
A golden retriever.
No! I do not want a dog. What? Oh, wow. I might just invest. Yeah, absolutely invest. And just keep saving for my kids, and maybe by then grandkids. They're in my future. Maybe not for Mari, but they're in my future. Yeah, so that's it. I can't even imagine. Isn't that wild to think, like, I've always had debt. I've been down the payday loans. I've been down any personal loan you can think of. I mean, talk debt. You get your check directly deposited on Friday, but you're so negative in your account that you don't get any of the money. That's been me, guys. So it might not seem like it right now when I'm budgeting and cash stuffing $1,000, but boy, I have been down the broke bus.
Oh, nice.
Broke bus. I don't know. Whatever it is.
Just make up a new expression.
Broke.
All right, and then Joanna's question for me is: do you plan to use the saving/budgeting method after you move out on your own? Yes, but the issue here is my mom is my accountant, so I'm gonna have to do a little FaceTime plea of help in budgeting. Yeah, because it is very efficient for me to see everything lined up. I guess I'm a visual person. I need to see everything, because if I'm not looking at something, it doesn't exist in my head. So having all the envelopes out there, it's very helpful in kind of seeing where all my money's going, like how we're allocating it exactly, and kind of where it's coming from, where it's going. It's very helpful, and I am a saver, so putting those two things together, this sort of budgeting method is very useful for me, and I definitely plan on continuing to do it.
Awesome. All right. So that's all the questions. Thank you guys for all these awesome questions. What we're going to do real quick, we just want to make sure that this little counter was accurate.
Hey, look at that.
So, all right. So, come on. All right. It was 123.54. So we started with 81. I've already exchanged. And then we have, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21.
What?
$21 here in quarters.
Oh, okay.
And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $12 in dimes.
I'm just thinking about how I would have done this. I would have counted these rows and then been like times 27. do it. That's right. I forgot we put it in
1, 2,
those.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I also took out these and then those mini ones.
Okay, wait. So we got 50 cents. 0.5 plus. This was like almost. Wait. Yeah, this was like almost. Shoot, I didn't count the nickels. Wait, this is another dollar. Okay, and then this was just shy. I think. Hold on, 1 nickel shy of $1. So yeah, 95 cents. And then I did the 50 cents, right?
Mm-hmm.
70 cents. And then what was this?
Mm.
This was 11 cents.
And then we took out.
Wait, we have
5.
more.
Okay, now
we have more than what's supposed to be in here. Is 123 and 54 cents. So we have more than
I took out.
Yeah, we have more than what we're supposed to, which is okay. You know, this thing is not always accurate, especially with pennies. Pennies, it'll count as dimes, so I always have to take the time to delete. I explained that in my last video, but I really try and make sure it's accurate. I hope I counted this all up the right way. But anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to take all of this, or I'm going to take it to my part-time job, turn it in so they can use it, and I can get the cash. This money is going back in the jar, and we will continue to stuff. I'm just going to leave it at what it is, but turn all this in. Actually, all of this needs to go in there because it's not an even amount. We'll put all this back in here. And then we'll do this again. I don't know if it'll be a Q&A, but we will do this, take this all out in order to do our, that was really loud, to go on our trip. And that's it, guys. Thank you again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a super long video. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Bye.